Welcome to Spooky Dookie, where we dookie on all the spookies.
Hey, you actually got it.
I'm Ella.
Oh, I'm Casey.
And I'm Leah.
And that's Ella. She said it wrong. Yeah. And there's creepy people outside the door. Always there as we see them. It's a hallucination.
It's called Casey.
It's called schizo. So we're doing a new series. No one told us to do this, but I kind of want to, so I'm gonna do it anyway. And it's Cold Case Investigation. I know that you can see that on your screen, but maybe you can't read. You never know. So, what? I can read.
Insulting?
No, I'm just saying, if they can't read, then I'm giving them the information that they need. I'm being a saint.
Yeah, Casey gave up insulting
For Lent, yeah.
for 40 days.
Yep, and 40 nights. Well, anyway, so there's many parts to this one case. So it's gonna be a long journey if you're taking this journey with us. There's quite a bit of parts to go over. It's a very calculated event, a very popular cold case too. There's documentaries just about everywhere if you wanna watch those. Quite interesting. But okay.
Who is the Zodiac killer? Find it.
They don't know.
Well, I
It's a
don't
cold
know
case
either.
for a reason.
They don't like
But why is he called that?
a cold case or the Zodiac killer.
The Zodiac killer.
Yeah, I would tell you if I knew.
Okay.
Okay, I'll tell you when I know.
Okay.
It was just a term given to him. Tyler thought it was because he killed people based on their zodiac signs, and a couple people thought it was the killer in Tarot. That movie. Do you remember we watched that?
Yeah.
I'll have to go over that sometime. But anyway, this is specifically going over the Lake Herman Road murders in 1968, December 20th. So this is a while ago. Oh, Ella, let's not touch people.
Listen, when you say I meant I was trying to straighten her back, because it's good to have posture.
Okay. Anyway, so this was not a long while ago, but this is quite a while to go to where you don't really have to worry about this guy no more. Which I'm not trying to say this in a mean way, but I think it'd be interesting because there was like a prime time for serial killers, and that was a little after 1968, I think.
Why do people want to kill each other?
I don't know. I'm just saying
They
that
have
would be
the urge.
interesting to grow up in. Like the 1970s, having Dahmer and John Wayne Gacy and Bundy, and having all of those and just growing up with them, like,
Kill people?
killing people. Yeah, I feel like that. I wouldn't want to, and that would be scary, but I think it'd still be interesting.
I don't.
I have a brain of a forensic analysis detective.
I can tell.
Okay, anyway, so this follows the story, the real life story, of high school students Betty Jensen and David Faraday. They were the victims. They were 16 and 17 years old. So it's really, their lives were cut short. I mean, what are you guys talking about?
Someone just did a give me the bird.
Did a no thing.
Oh, that was mean. Anyways, I know. Ella, what are you doing? Oh,
She's dying.
let's not go into anaphylactic shock. Can you sit down? Wow. So they were 16, 17 years old, which makes this case even sadder just because you can really tell that their life was cut short. I mean, if you're that young, you definitely don't expect anything bad to happen.
Wait, how old were they?
16 and 17.
Ooh, it's horrible.
I was just saying that.
I'm sorry.
I can tell,
hear
you
with
just...
one ear.
Okay, anyway. So, David was a student of Vallejo High. This is in Vallejo, California. And Betty was a student of Hogan High. So, before getting into this specific details, I want to preface that it is very important, police detectives, to get the specific timeline of a case down. So I'm going to be using very specific periods of time or just times itself that the police had determined that this stuff was going on. But just to preface, that's like a very important thing that, okay, a certain police's job is to just put down the timeline of these cases based on other evidence. So, at 8:30, David picked up Betty. They visited one of Betty's friends, just normal high schooler stuff. And sometime around after 9, they drove over to the outskirts of Vallejo and parked at Lover's Lane on Lake Herman Road. From what I was reading, this is like a very popular spot to just hang out. I think they were just
Chilling.
Chilling, yeah.
Teenagers.
they were a couple, so I mean, yeah. But between 10:15 and 10:30, a motorcyclist spotted them. So he saw the couple, and they were spotted again at 11. So at that point, we know that they're still doing okay, that nothing's happened yet. That helps the police determine exact time of the attack, which was determined to be between 11:05 and 11:10. It was also determined that they were spotted at 11, and the attacks were between 11:05 and 11:10. So that was like right after they were spotted. Like that was probably the last person who ever saw them alive, other than the attacker.
Yeah.
Isn't that scary?
That's a lot of that in one
is
sentence.
A lot of that.
Here, scooch closer.
Up to you.
Up to the camera. No, oh no, no.
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
Okay, can you? Yeah. Sorry, she's a little weird. Yeah, well, Ella's chasing Leah. I'm going to,
Keep reading.
yeah, keep reading.
Ella's
So-
Ella's gonna grow up to be one of those killers.
No, I do not have the urge to hurt people.
No, and there's specific tendencies that you can tell, whether it be sociopathic or
And those
sociopathic, psychopathic, or any of those kind of tendencies. And it's really, really actually common for younger serial killers to murder animals when they're younger.
Oh, dang.
I
That's just
cried over
cruel.
putting a worm on a hook
Oh,
to go fishing.
okay.
Well, we know Ella's not gonna be.
That's a good thing, though, to have that much empathy and compassion. Anyways, it was determined that their assailant.
What's a
I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna say that their attacker. I probably said something wrong, but their attacker parked his vehicle about 10 feet alongside the passenger side of David's car. Then fired several shots at the car while walking over to the driver's side. So as he's walking over, he is shooting at the car, probably for more intimidation. And I'm saying that just because none of the initial shots hit them. And because of this, they attempted to get out of the car through the passenger side. Which, I mean, is honestly very brave. If you're having someone shooting at you and they're at one side of the car, trying to get out of the other is, I mean, probably the most brave thing you can do in that situation. Because I don't really see any other possibilities of escape. Death.
Matching twins.
Slay.
Okay.
Oh.
Twins.
Do you want to turn? Do you want Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. Come on. Do you want to accept him
I already have.
with a necklace of sorts?
No, I'm getting a bracelet.
Oh, okay. If you get 3, then you have the Holy Trinity. Isn't that slay? Sorry, I did that on purpose. Anyway, so as they attempted to get out of the car through the passenger side, Betty succeeded and David did not. He did not succeed because he perished before he was able to get out of the passenger side. So at this point, it has been determined that David is not alive anymore. Betty, however, did end up getting out of the passenger side of the car and was able to run away. Sadly, she did not get to run away very far because both David and her at this point are deceased. So that's the end of the attack there. Now we're going on to more of the investigation kind of that went on. I don't have too much on this, but it was estimated by the police that the attack only took 2 to 3 minutes. So all of that stuff that I said right there, both of them, and all of that only took 2 to 3 minutes.
That's fine.
Like someone took their lives in 2 to 3 minutes. Like they decided, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
What makes you want to do that? Just like out of curiosity, why?
Some people do it out of fits of rage, but some people are planned and calculated. And I'd say probably most of the parts that are planned and calculated are the ones that come with mental disabilities, either traits or just being a sociopath or a psychopath.
But like, if I were to like just like kill Leah right now,
Casey would be a
could they
witness
not
and you'd be
have
the
an?
judge.
Okay, so I'm not gonna do that, obviously. Not a
Obviously.
killer. But like,
we know.
wouldn't that freak you out and make you just
No,
crazed?
I'd be dead.
Well, not you. But
Casey would probably be your accomplice.
I wouldn't hurt anyone intentionally. So at 11:10, the bodies were found by a motorist, and this could have been seconds after the attack or minutes because the police determined it was between 11:05 and 11:10. So this could have been literal seconds after the attacker fled the scene, or it could have been minutes for that guy to get away, or girl. I don't really know. No one does. Well, that person does. Not cool, bucko. So at this time, I said something wrong. At this time, Betty was deceased. I said that David had passed away in the car, but I was wrong. David was still breathing and was able to make it to the hospital where he later passed away. So he was able to survive a little bit, which I mean is amazing considering that he was shot in the head, I think.
though,
Is what I remember, but if the killer was to leave him in the car, then he probably would have thought he was dead at that point. So it was kind of a miracle that he was able to live that long. No one witnessed the occurrence. The motorcyclists that were able to see them before and after, none of them actually witnessed it as it was happening, nor did anyone else. And there was no tire prints and no footprints. So whoever did this covered it up well. So they must not have used a car and must have had certain shoes or was walking carefully or was doing something in order to cover these up. Or he was just lucky, which is what you could have put it down to. Sucks that they didn't have any of that evidence. I don't know where this came from, but at some point, I just thought of evidence. At some point, couldn't a criminal just like burn off his fingerprints and then not have to worry about using and disposing of gloves?
Some people
yeah,
do
that's
that.
what I was thinking. You can just like lay your hand on a hot pan.
But like if you do that, there's something messed up. Like
Yeah, then you really
then you
have
know
a-
they have like bad intentions or something.
like your motives for that are like crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, we twinned. And Jinx, now you owe me a pop. A sugar-free pop because I'm also giving sugar up for Lynn.
Added sugars.
Added sugars. If an apple has sugar, then it's okay.
Or an orange.
Or an orange. Or a banana. I don't really discriminate.
Or a strawberry.
Are we just gonna say your name fruits?
Or a blueberry.
Blackberry.
Cherry.
Raspberry.
Oh.
Grape. Watermelon.
Ooh, I
Cantaloupe.
love grapes.
Pineapple.
Mango.
Yeah, anyway, off of these naming fruits. The motive was assumed as a
Kiwi?
madman. Okay, so the motive was assumed as a madman want to kill. So it was just assumed that this person had no specific motives tied to the victims.
So they were in the wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, that this person was just a
Out of his
crazy person and unlucky for those people, he took his anger out on them or something like that. The motive wasn't linked to any personal wants of revenge or vengeance or any of justice or anything like that, like most
Their
cases
lives
have.
were only getting started.
The what?
Their lives were only getting started.
I know.
That's
So are these killings.
Yeah.
There's quite a few linked to this person, deemed the Zodiac killer.
crazy.
He is crazy, as are a lot of people. I mean, not to this extent though, by far. But no suspects emerge from this case. So from this specific set of evidence that could have been collected from this incident, it was not found, or no one was linked to it. Not even a single suspect was said, okay, yeah, we think it could be this person or this person or this person, as is normal. no one was emerged as a suspect.
I mean, if there's no evidence left behind, then it's kind of hard to decipher
Yeah.
who it would be.
Which, I mean, and I'm sure that it would have been an easier... Do you hear that? That was scary. I'm scared. There's something in the corner.
That's just Bob.
My name is Richard, and I'm sitting in a corner. Sitting in a corner, playing my recorder. Oh, you never heard that?
No.
Okay. Someone
Only
put that
you.
over an Eminem song, and it was really funny once.
Oh.
Okay, but anyway, yeah, that was a creepy noise. But there was extensive media coverage over this event. Like, so many people were covering it because this was, I'd say, pretty close to the start of the spree of serial killers that emerged in the 1970s primarily. This was like kind of the thing that started it all. Definitely not the first murderer serial killer, but one of the one of the first very widespread ones. That was strange. And it's surprising that with media coverage on an event, normally some people will take the evidence and be like, oh, that could have been my neighbor, that could have been my son, that could have been my dad, that could have been my doctor, I don't know. And they take it and they're like, okay, I can call in, but like it really wasn't anything to cover other than the events, no evidence to get out into the public. So I think there was more evidence in the other cases from this guy. We'll definitely. Oh, sorry. Are you sick?
No,
Do you need help?
She's contagious.
I'm not contagious.
If you get me sick, I wouldn't. Oh, I would be mad. I have soccer practice. If you get me sick, I would not be the happiest. But I'd still bring you chocolate to make you feel better.
Oh, I love you. No homo.
She said it at the end. She's okay.
I love you.
Everyone should love everyone because that is what Jesus commands.
I love you. We are no homo.
I can love everyone, but I don't like everyone.
Oh. You can love people, but you don't have to love their sins.
I don't like them.
Your little gospel preaching of the day, everyone. Oh. Hey,
I'm sorry.
violence. Much?
Ooh.
Ella, let's just turn away. Turn away from the door. Turn away from the big window that has people watching us constantly. That's not our skinsa.
People can see through there.
Yeah, did you think they couldn't?
It's just a
I
one-way
don't.
mirror. Ella, it's just a one-way glass. We can see them. They can't
We're gonna
see
have to see that later. But anyway, guys, that was the first part of our cold case investigation and the first part of our series of events covering the Zodiac killer. So watch out for more of those as they come out. Maybe Ella will be on a couple more.
Yay!
Maybe not. You never know.
Hopefully not.
You want more of me. I'm pretty cool.
Okay.
That's a lie. This is for the...
Whoa, whoa!
I'm awesome. Kind of, not really, but you know.
You're sick right now. I can tell by your voice.
Nah.
I can tell. I feel like you're congested. Anyways, again, I say that about 17 billion times an episode. That should be my catchphrase by now. Do you want to say the outro?
What do we say?
This is
This is
okay.
part 1 on the cold case
I kinda already said
investigation.
that.
Come back for more.
Can I tell you what to say?
Yeah.
This is gonna have to be the end of your spooky dooky time.
This is gonna have to be the end of your spooky dooky time.
Now say bye.
Toodles.
No, I said bye.
Bye.